Let's throw the question now to the analysts. We're joined by Rajesh Vora of ICICI Securities and Ranjit Kapadia of HDFC Securities for a 360-degree views on Ranbaxy. Well, Rajesh, afternoon to you first. How big is the opportunity from Valtrex? Because I'm reading from your report, you said that it can add about 14 to 15 Valtrex and Flomex put together. So what will be your price target for Ranbaxy and how big is this opportunity?
Yeah, basically sometime in August we upgraded the stock to buy when the consensus view was pretty much negative. We mentioned about three key triggers. First was the launch of Valtrex sometime in December 2009, followed by Flomex launch in March 2010. As you rightly pointed out, both of them would in total incrementally add about 14 to 15 rupees in terms of EPS in the year of launch. In between sometime we were also looking at Dewas plant getting green signal from US FDA, where the issues are relatively much simpler and less serious in nature compared to Paonta Sahib plant. So these three key catalysts we were looking when we upgraded our stock, and one of them has already happened few days ago. So clearly Valtrex is a big event, and the stock price has obviously moved since August pretty much on course, and we continue to remain pretty optimistic on the company despite the run-up. In terms of the specific the breakup between Valtrex and Flomex, we are looking about 9 to 10 rupees of incremental EPS from Valtrex. Much of it obviously would come in calendar 10, simply because they had only about 5-6 weeks for this calendar year.
Okay. Well, Ranjit, let me toss this to you since you just have a hold on Ranbaxy. What kind of EPS upgrade are you giving because of the Valtrex launch, and do you think that that's in the price already?
I think we have already factored into the price, and it has already factored into our target price of 316. So we have not upgraded after the launch of Valtrex. We were expecting that to launch anyway. Only thing that because of the Dewas and the Paonta Sahib plant, there is still not clarity. We are still putting it as a hold rating, and once the inspection happens and the clarity comes on this point, then we'll definitely view it as a stock again.
Well, the Dewas plant approval has been seen as a little easier than the one for Paonta Sahib. If that comes, will your view materially change? I meant only Dewas.
See, first thing, the management has indicated that it will be inspected in the third quarter, that is this quarter, fourth quarter of calendar year 09, that is up to December. Now the latest this thing is that they have not heard anything from the US FDA till now. Normally the US FDA gives 2 to 3 weeks notice if they come for inspection. And in the last week of, because of the Christmas vacation, anyway inspection is unlikely to happen. So it will be shifted to first quarter of calendar year 10, the inspection. And after that, the Paonta Sahib will be shifted to. So there is still clarity is not there whether the inspection.
How much will earnings go up in your estimate if Dewas is cleared?
I don't think major upgradation will take place in but the sentiment will definitely improve once the Dewas plants get approved. It has been pending from September 08 onwards, almost 1.5 year will be by the time it gets cleared. So once it gets approved, then the sentiments will improve.
Rajesh, same question to you. You know, this morning we were talking to Vikas Dandekar also from PharmaAsiaNews.com, and the sense we are getting is that market is already factoring in a clean chit for the Paonta Sahib facility. You think that's being a bit too optimistic?
I don't think market is factoring in the Paonta Sahib. Paonta Sahib, even in our earnings, in our recommendation upgrade report also, we mentioned that Paonta Sahib will take at least about 12 to 15 months. So I think market is clearly not factoring in the Paonta Sahib resolution, because it's going to take time. There are serious issues. So we are talking of actually Dewas getting green signal, and yeah, to some extent, yes, it might be fair to say that Dewas clearing of FDA clearing the Dewas might be in the price to some extent. It might be fair to say. But don't forget the point that if Devas gets the green signal whenever it happens in the next few months, what it does indicate to the street and to the investors and outside world is a tangible progress on the US FDA front, which speaks of potential resolution of Ponta Sahib down the road. So I think that would be a very significant progress on the FDA front, and which will clearly be a huge positive for the stock in our
Rajesh,
opinion.
what is your price target now, and will you revise it even further if Ponta Sahib gets the green signal?
Not Ponta Sahib. The first would be the Devas. So
is that in the price? I thought. Okay.
No, somewhat, yes. Somewhat it is in the price, but it's very hard to split.
No,
the
give us
hair
your
and
earnings
say that
picture.
this
I mean,
much.
if Devas gets green signal, what would your earnings upgrade be? And if Ponta Sahib gets, what will your earnings upgrade be? And what will your price targets be?
Well, to first answer your question, EPS estimate for the next 2 calendar years, calendar 2010 and calendar 2011, FTFs, the 2 FTFs, as well as the Nexium, these 3 FTFs will give Ranbaxy EPS of somewhere about 18 to 20 rupees each in calendar 10 and calendar 11. This is the FTF portion. We are looking at about 4 rupees from the base business in calendar 10 and about 7 to 8 rupees in calendar 11. So if you total up both of them, we are talking of something like upwards of 20-21 rupees each in the next 20 to 25 rupees in the next 2 calendar years.
Okay.
From the not assuming Devas.
Okay.
Devas actually from the EPS standpoint is not very high. I think it would be hardly about 2 rupees per share, because there are about $40 to $40 million worth of annual sales of cephalosporins that is mainly manufactured out of Devas plant. But what it does is that it starts approving your FDA, which are pending with the US FDA, filed from Devas, which are not getting cleared at the moment.
Ranjit, one final question to you. The stock's at 476. Your target is, I think, 316. Yes. So you would say it's a nice time to actually sell and book profits.
Yeah, we are a cautious approach, and we have a whole target. So we will review the target when any other major upside will come, because we have already factored the Valtrex upside in the price. Now any major upside from Devas or Ponta Sahib, we'll review at that time, and then we'll upgrade.
Rajesh, to you finally, your price target 520 remains?
Yeah, pretty much, and I think, as I said, we have revised price target 3 times since August, and we won't be surprised if what we had expected, only one thing has happened out of the 3 catalysts. So if the 2 other catalysts happen, which we remain confident of course that would result in price upgradation.
All right, running out of time. Rajesh as well as Ranjit, thank you very much for joining us. The bull and the bear remain with their positions.